ब्रांडिंग भी करने वाला हूँ और कमेंटेटर फॉर द इवनिंग चालू झाली का A very good afternoon, everybody. We are into the women's singles finals at the Maharashtra State Table Tennis Championship tournament held at Pune-Balewadi. Your commentator for the evening, your commentator for the afternoon rather, is Chaitanya Udare. The two players, the player in dark blue is Senora D'Souza from Mumbai City District, and the player in red and blue is Mamta Prabhu from the Mumbai Suburban District. This is going to be a very interesting final. A final of the ages, you can call it. Mamta Prabhu, a veteran player with loads and loads of experience. She's actually making a comeback into table tennis after a gap of almost 4 to 5 years. And it's been a remarkable comeback since. She has become the Mumbai Suburban District champion just recently, and now she is into the finals of the Maharashtra State Championship also, and a chance to win the championship over here too. So it's going to be an interesting battle between Senora D'Souza and Mamta Prabhu. Here we go. Love all. Mamta immediately taking the aggressive route. She knows she will have to attack well to win this match. As is evident from this point, you can expect a lot of rallies in this game. That's a very good stroke from Senora, going outward on the forehand side, out of the reach of Mamta Prabhu. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Mamta Prabhu. She got the ball high onto her center, turned quickly and hit a forehand shot onto the forehand side of Senora. 3-1 lead for Mamta over here. Mamta Prabhu has short pimple rubber on her backhand side, which will create a sort of a push effect in her strokes. So Senora is going to actually have to lift the ball in the rallies. Good defensive play by Mamta, but Senora was able to keep her attack going to win the point. Towel break. So after every 6 points, there's a towel break. In a game of table tennis, after every 6 points, the players get an opportunity to wipe their sweat, to relax a bit, and then come back into play. So 4-2 to Mamta. Mamta trying to be a bit adventurous. Senora had hit a good backhand spin and she tried to finish off the point quickly. Mamta has to keep her patience in this match. Senora this time trying to force the point. Both players have to keep their patience and keep on playing rallies in this game. There again, Senora trying too hard to win the point. She should hit a forehand topspin on that ball rather than hit a forehand flat stroke. Excellent play there by Senora. Mamta, for large parts in the game, was actually leading in that point. She was dominating in that point, but Senora came back very well to hit a good forehand topspin and win the point. Mamta is an expert in deception. You will see a lot of times that she will change her forehand strokes at the last moment. That's a pretty silly error by Mamta. 6-5 for Mamta. She has a slender lead of 1 point. Another actually pretty easy mistake by Mamta. She had served loose, got the ball high, and should have been able to finish off the point. 6-all, going into the second towel break of the match. Good comeback here by Senora to get the scores level at 6-all. Yes, that's good use of the short pimple rubber by Mamta. She blocked the ball slowly so that Senora could not force an attacking stroke, and then got the ball to pop up high, on which she turned and hit a good forehand smash. Tries to do the same thing again, tries to control the ball with her backhand, but this time there was a bit more power and intent on the stroke by Senora. 7-all. Senora previously has beaten Mamta in the recently concluded state ranking tournament held in YMCA Mumbai. So let's see if Mamta can turn the tables this time around. That's a bit reckless from Mamta. There was actually no need to play a stroke and try to win the point early. She was a bit anxious to finish off the point on that occasion, handing over the lead to Senora for the first time in this match. She's creating the points over here, Mamta. Her tactics are correct. She's trying to get the ball out wide and then finish off the strokes using her forehand, but she's just not able to execute it correctly. 9-7. A slender lead for Senora, but she has her two serves. Good change of serve, but Mamta got a bit lucky over there. The ball hit the edge of her racket and Senora was not able to handle the spin. That's much better from Mamta over there. She waited to finish off the point over there. She had her opportunity in the second ball to hit a forehand stroke, but she created by hitting another loop spin so that she got an even better ball to finish off. So it's 9 all going into the third and the last towel break. This is definitely going to be a pretty intense match. Both players are focused, both players are equally matched, so you can expect a lot of rallies and the match should go down to the wire. Yes, that's fantastic play from Mamta. That is exactly what she needs to do. Use her pimple rubber to get effect, the push effect on the ball, and then place the ball either centrally or on the backhand outward side to get the point. That is perfect play from Mamta. Rather lucky ending to the game. So Mamta wins the first game to take the lead of 1-0 in this match. This is going to be a very tactical battle. Both players are good at rallies. Both players impart a lot of spin on their strokes. Mamta will try and use her pimple rubber to good effect. So this is going to be a tactical battle than a power driven match. The live coverage of the Maharashtra State Championship matches is brought to you by MobiSportz. You can access all the videos of various matches which have been shot during the course of this 6-day tournament. The Maharashtra State Table Tennis Championship is the last match in the season, in the 2017 table tennis season, when it comes to the Maharashtra tournaments. After this match, obviously the teams for the state will be declared, and we will have a contingent which will go on to represent Maharashtra in the forthcoming national championship matches. Coming back to this match, it's 1-0 for Mamta. This is the women's final which is going on over here. First point goes to Senora. Again, a good rally to begin with. Good change of serve. She used the reverse pendulum serve to get the ball slightly onto the forehand side of Senora. Perfect play from Senora. She disguised her loop. She showed as if she's going to hit a powerful forehand and then disguised it to hit a loop on Mamta's backhand and then converted the next ball. 2-1 to Senora. Again, very good. This is what she needs to do. She needs to move Mamta around. Senora is definitely the fitter of the two players, so it is imperative that she moves Mamta around in the court rather than try and getting points playing at one place. Mamta will be upset by that point. That's a stroke which she generally will get 9 out of 10 times on the table. A lucky point there from Senora, but you can see what Mamta was trying to do there. She was down 4-1 and she had to get this point. She tried something different, tried to force the play by doing a quick long serve. So going into the first towel break of the second game, it's Senora who leads 4-1. 5-1 rather. Good placement there from Mamta. She saw Senora was about to turn and hit a forehand stroke. She's been doing that in the entire first and second game so far. So Mamta pushes it wide to the forehand. That's another lucky point for Senora. She tried to force the play by playing a faster backhand tap stroke, and the ball hit the top of the net, which made it very difficult for Mamta to get the ball back on the table. In the game of table tennis, the pace of the game is so fast that a small deflection from the net or from the edge, or a ball which doesn't hit the racket centrally, makes a huge impact, because small deviations at this pace are very difficult to adjust to. Mamta has suddenly found a rhythm going. She's started cheering a lot more and she's got into the game a bit here. 6-4. Still there's a lead for Senora, but Mamta is definitely on the rise over here. Senora needs to be a bit more aggressive at this stage. That's a very good serve. That is exactly what Senora needed. A change in strategy, something to surprise Mamta, and that is what she has done. A long serve to the center. Mamta was completely foxed by that. A reserve. If the ball hits the net and goes ahead, it's a reserve. Again, forces the play with her backhand. She's been doing that a lot in this game. That's a change that Senora can do without. She had actually no need to play that stroke. She has been receiving Mamta's serves very well. That's much better from Senora's part, but that's an unforced error over there, which will go down on the books of Senora. 8-6 to Senora. She still holds the lead, but she's actually not able to finish the match off after getting a sizable lead. She's letting Mamta come back into the game. She needs to keep her concentration going a bit more. Excellent point there from Mamta. Fantastic point. She got into the rally. She saw Senora turn, landed that ball on the table again, and when she got her chance, hit a deceptive forehand topspin down the line to make it 8-7. Senora's inability to catch on to her lead is getting to her. Senora tries the same tactic again of serving long, but this time Mamta is very much ready to receive that. Strangely, when Senora gets to attack from her backhand, she's not driving the ball forward. On a counter ball, she should actually be driving the ball forward. Mamta is taking an unscheduled break over here, and Senora is a bit upset about that. The score is 8-all, and you cannot towel when the scores are 8-all. It's after every 6 points. So Senora is a bit upset, but she needs to get her focus back here. This is a very crucial game for Senora, and Mamta is right now in charge of things over here. She's using her forehand to finish off the point and controlling the play with her backhand. Senora slows up the game and lands the ball on the center, and Mamta is a bit foxed by the pace on that ball. So it's 9-all going into the third towel break, which actually both players have not chosen to take in. There again, the pimple effect of Mamta making all the difference, but again Senora has to be a bit more aggressive. After serving, she had a high ball and she should have attacked on that. Senora needs to get more aggressive into her game. Right now Mamta is controlling the play by being the aggressor. The long push again causing a lot of problems for Senora. So it's 2-love to Mamta, and this is where you can see that experience of Mamta is helping her get through the difficult situations. In the second game especially, Senora had started off brightly and should have been able to finish off the game, but the experienced Mamta comes back, keeps her focus, and gets a 2-0 lead. Mamta Prabhu is a fantastic player. She has been representing India for many years. She is a Commonwealth silver medalist and has brought a lot of laurels for her country. So you can definitely gauge that she is a lot more experienced. Senora, with her youth and exuberance, will try to use that to her advantage. But right now, it is the experience which is making all the difference. So it's 2-0 right now. Mamta leads by 2 games to 0. Third game about to start. Senora will start the serve this time around. Fast long serve by Senora to start off with. Mamta had read that well. A lucky point there for Mamta, but this is much better from Senora. You can now see that she is being aggressive with those strokes. When she gets the ball to hit, she was previously just looping the balls. Now you can see that she is hitting more forward top spins. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Even her backhand seems to be coming into play now. This is much better from Senora. This is what she needs to be doing on a consistent basis. Good attempt there from Senora. Unfortunately, the ball caught the edge of her racket. It was her point to the taking. 2-all in the third set. Again, Senora is ticking all the boxes here, but her execution is failing her. And that is what Mamta is trying to exploit over here. She knows that Senora is trying to up the game, but she's still not able to finish. Oh, that's a lovely shot by Senora. Good serve. Short serve in the middle. Mamta doesn't move her feet at all. And the ball lobs up for an easy point for Senora. But this is exactly what Senora needs to do a lot more if she wants to win this game. Good placement there from Mamta. Her first ball was in the center and the second ball was out wide on the backhand. That's a typical combination in which your footwork is tested, and on that occasion Senora was not able to get to the ball quickly. A quick backhand flick from Mamta, but Senora was ready for it. Retrieved the ball back onto the table. Four all in this third game. This is a crucial game for Senora. Mamta had reached that ball. She should have been able to retrieve it, but unfortunately on this occasion the point goes to Senora. This time around she saw that Senora was trying to loop the ball again with her backhand and then turned around the corner to hit a flat stroke on it. She's been doing this every time Senora hits a backhand topspin. Rather unforced error there from Senora. 6-5 to Mamta. She's already leading 2-0. Excellent serve there. Short topspin serve. Senora unable to read the spin, looped up the ball. And this is the best part about great players. When they get a chance to finish the ball, they know exactly where to hit that ball. You can see in that point that Mamta, when she got that chance, she finished off the point by hitting it right into the body of Senora, and Senora was not able to return that ball in any way. That's a rather unexpected movement from Senora. She served the backhand side spin serve and turned was trying to turn around the corner, but the ball is always going to come in a central position. Good serve, but again Senora not able to finish off the point. Good retrieving from Mamta over there. The ball was going a bit out of her reach, but she stretched and got the ball on the table, and that made all the difference. 9-5 to Mamta, a sizable lead. The match is slipping away from Senora here. 10-5 for a player like Mamta with all her experience. This should be 3-0. Senora retrieves the first game point. It's 10-6, but 4 more points for Mamta. But this is really the game which Senora should be playing more often. Mamta tries something different, playing the strawberry push as we call it. The strawberry push is when you push the ball from the side of the ball rather than underneath the ball. Lucky point for Mamta, but that will do. It's 3-0 for Mamta Prabhu over here. She's on the verge of completing a remarkable comeback in table tennis. Mind you, for the last 4 years, she has been out of the game. She's come back, she's become the district champion, the Mumbai district champion, and she's now on the verge of becoming the state champion for the year 2017. She's up 3-0, and keeping in mind that the wealth of experience that she does have, there's a good chance that she will be able to close this match. The live coverage for the state championship tournaments is brought to you by MobiSportz. You can download the MobiSportz app from the Google Play Store. MobiSportz is also into events and online sports information. The live streaming is also supported by the Happy Foundation. So here we go. Fourth game, Mamta Prabhu to serve. Fourth game. Long serve from Mamta, which Senora fails to retrieve. So it's 1-0 for Mamta Prabhu. One all. Yes, that's what Senora needs to do more. Take the game to Mamta. Be aggressive. She is the fitter of the two, and she's definitely the more aggressive of the two. She needs to play her game. Be more aggressive. Yeah, Mamta reads that she's trying to do that and immediately gets out an aggressive stroke of her own. You will see Mamta doing that. She is a smart player. She knows that Senora will try to be aggressive. So in between you will find her playing aggressive strokes herself. That's a lovely angle from Senora. Wide out of the reach on the forehand of Mamta. 2-3 to Mamta. Mamta serve. There's a slight change in strategy from Mamta. She's being a bit more aggressive. But again, whenever Senora hits the backhand topspin, Mamta turns around the corner and hits a flat stroke on it. Every time she sees Senora going for the backhand stroke, she turns and tries to hit a backhand flat on it. The ball had looped up and Senora, seeing that, had gone for a stroke, but it was not quite outside on the table, so she had to go a bit more in to hit that stroke. 4-3 to Senora. She still has a slight lead. Really, Senora should be turning around the corner and hitting that ball with her forehand. She's pretty lucky to still win that point. This is the kind of aggression that Senora needs to be doing. She cannot play a passive game at this stage. Oh, lovely point. That's a fantastic point over there. Both players attacking aggressively and Senora again taking out the angle on the forehand side of Mamta. Every time she gets the ball out wide on Mamta's forehand, she has won a point. That's something that she needs to keep in mind and play more often. A strawberry push from Mamta where she contacts the ball on the side, imparting a slight side spin. Senora still has the lead, but as you have seen in the second game, she tends to throw away that lead quite often. Another strawberry push from Mamta, but this time Senora was ready for it, retrieving the ball into the center of the table. Very good play there from Senora. Again, you can see that when she gets the ball out wide onto the forehand, she wins the point or has a good chance of winning the point. She needs to do that a lot more often. This time Senora's stroke looped up. An unforced error from Mamta gives Senora back her 4-point lead. 9-5 in this fourth game. Serve into the center and Mamta is not able to receive that. There's definitely a little bit of less intensity to and drive to win this game at the moment from Mamta. 5 game points for Senora. Good placement by Mamta, placing the ball centrally onto the body of Senora. She saved 1 game point over here. 10-6. There again, every time Senora plays a backhand topspin stroke, Mamta is ready to pounce on it and hits a forehand flat. Controlled play by Senora to win the fourth game. It's 3-1 to Mamta. Senora takes the fourth game to make a comeback into this match, but Mamta still holds a sizable lead in this match. Between every 2 games, there is a 1-minute break in which the player can choose to take advice from his or her coach. Senora has not chosen to keep any coach by her side to take advice from. The live streaming for the event is brought by MobiSportz. You can watch the coverage of all the state ranking, state championship matches on MobiSportz. We're about to begin the fifth match of the women's singles final. This is the last tournament of the Maharashtra state season and definitely the most important one. Mamta is leading by 3 games to 1. The first point goes to Mamta. It's actually 2-0 in the score. Mamta leads by 2-0. That's a very good serve, a very good change of tactic there by Mamta Prabhu. The reverse pendulum serve with a lot of topspin on it, and Senora trying to play a backhand roll, but with the topspin, the ball hit the edge of her racket. Spin plays a very important part in table tennis. To be able to generate spin and to be able to read the spin of the opponent is one of the facets of table tennis. Especially in the first couple of balls with the serve and receive game, spin creates a huge impact. A good example of that was the previous point in which Mamta served a topspin serve and Senora, using a closed racket, was not able to receive the ball. This time around it's a cut serve from Mamta. In a cut serve she backspins the ball, and again Senora tries to backhand roll the ball, but because of the backspin effect the ball touches the net and then goes out. Sizable lead for Mamta Prabhu over here. 5-0. This is excellent play from Mamta. Senora has again gone into a defensive mode. She cannot afford to do that. She has to keep on being the aggressor if she has to win this match. Mamta is running away with the match over here. It's 6-0 going into the first towel break. She's been aggressive. She's turned around the corner to hit forehand topspins and forehand smash strokes to take a sizable lead. Again Mamta turns around the corner. Senora somehow has forgotten her strategy over here. She was playing out wide onto Mamta's forehand, but she has completely forgotten that right now. First point for Senora in this game, 7-1. But it's still a huge lead for the experienced Mamta Prabhu. You can see there Mamta, after missing that stroke, immediately corrected herself. She knows she should have hit a forehand topspin stroke rather than a forehand smash stroke. The difference being, in a forehand topspin stroke, you add spin to the ball. (8-2) to Mamta Prabhu. She's running away with the match over here. It will take a miraculous comeback for Senora to get back into this match. That's 1 point retrieved from Senora, and this is much more on the lines of what she needs to do. Be the aggressor, attack a lot more, hit more forward strokes. Fabulous play from Mamta over there. She knows that she now has to attack to get this point. Serves, turns around the corner and hits a good deceptive forehand topspin onto the backhand side of Senora. 9-3 going into the second towel break, and the game might actually be over. The match might actually be over before we go into the third towel break. This is for the first time in this game that Senora has gone on to the forehand side of Mamta, and immediately she gets a point. The effect from her short pimples coming into play again. Mamta rolls the ball onto the central side of Senora, and Senora, due to the backspin effect of the pimpled rubber, misses the ball. 6 match points here for Mamta Prabhu to become the women's state champion. Senora saves the first one. 5 more points to go for Senora to make a comeback. Mamta definitely the more likelier of the two to finish off the match. She has to wait a bit longer. Senora is fighting hard. Another match point saved from Senora. Slightly nervous moments for Mamta over here. Excellent retrieving game from Mamta over there. Fantastic match from Mamta. By winning this match, she has become the state champion, the women's singles state champion for 2017. That's a remarkable comeback from Mamta. 4 years without playing table tennis, she's come back this year to win the Maharashtra state championship for 2017. So that's it for the women's singles final. Now we have the men's singles finals coming up in a few moments.